up.
In the year whatever, in the land of who cares, there lived an evil sheriff named Scottwald, who was temporarily reigning over the kingdom of Phil. The rightful king, Nedward the Brave, was away, pursuing a group of invisible leprechauns across the countryside. Leprechauns that he swore were assassins summoned by a dark genie in an attempt to seize control of the world. And with Sheriff Scottwald on the throne, it wasn't long before the citizens of Phil realized how much their psychotic king would be missed. Whether it was an uncalled-for tax increase, a mandatory shoe change for the entire kingdom, or give the sheriff a coin day, Scottwald quickly proved just how worthless of a leader he was. He even used his younger brother Billy as a personal slave. There were no depths to which Scottwald was not willing to sink. And aside from womanizing, excessive gambling, alcoholism, and drug dealing, Scottwald was insanely jealous over the beautiful maid Marianne. However, the young maiden did not acknowledge Scottwald's advancements, which usually caused the sheriff to partake in an all-night drinking binge and the occasional murder. He even went as far as killing off any men who dared to call upon her. He had hoped this tactic would ultimately force her hand in marriage, but she proved resilient to such schemes. The body count rose considerably as the young prospects dropped like flies, but oh well. Eventually, the city folks started to express their discontent concerning their temporary ruler. They even made little signs and talked about how unhappy they were with their friends and co-workers. But they never acted upon it, just whined and waited for someone to change things for them. And it was about this time that a poor baker by the name of Robin Bill stepped into the scene, with the intentions of giving back to the hungry and the poor. And by his side stood his older brother and two best friends. Together, they established a camp in Sherbert Woods in hopes of robbing the sheriff's trade carts and gold cargoes so that they might give back to the needy. But not all plans are made to work.
What you writing, little brother?
Oh, nothing much. Just another love letter to Maid Marianne.
I don't know why. She's never written you back or nothing. Does she even know you exist?
You can bank on it. She just showed how much she cares for me by completely ignoring every letter I send.
Well, I hope so for your sake.
Hey, guess what? I hear there's a shipment of gold coming through Sherbert this afternoon. Frank told me when I was in town last night.
Not cross-eyed, Frank, I hope. Last time he gave us a tip, it didn't pan out.
Well, in all fairness, his eyes are crossed and he has a hearing problem, so that might be why he gets some things confused. But he does try his best.
Well, big deal. You can't trust somebody with wonky eyes. That's all I'm trying to say.
Regardless, I'm excited and I shall inform the men. This could be our first big hit on the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja attack!
We are the masters of the elements, and we find you guilty of living.
Now you must die!
What?
Oh, what? Do you like these moves? Do you like these moves? Oh, look at this. Can you? Oh, you're coming. Can you do this? Can you do? I bet you can. Sniff my foot. Oh, come on, boy. Oh, I said sniff my foot.
I sniff it. Eat this.
Oh,
Ouch! Ah!
Crap, sorry.
Get off me, you crapping weirdo!
So long, little Asian man.
Oh, there's a 2-for-1 ass whooping sale this week.
Help me, Bill!
Hang on, Shingo.
You want some mango?
Shh. Big girls don't cry. Let's just chalk this one up as a valuable life lesson learned. Hey fellas, anything biting?
No, but it doesn't help that the water's only like an inch deep and no fish ever come through here.
Yeah, well, on top of that, you ain't got no bait on your hook. Every time I get a worm to bait my hook with, Rams eats it.
Trains, I do not.
He's eating another one. Sick.
That's pretty weird, Rames, even for you.
I know.
Well, I'm just kind of throwing this out there, but there's supposed to be a gold shipment coming through this afternoon. So,
For serious?
Don't get your hopes up, guys. Cross-eyed Frank gave Bill the tip.
Oh,
hey, come on, guys. Let's have a little faith in Frank. I think we should be prepared just in case.
I agree. I'm itching for some action.
I like your enthusiasm, Trames. You and Rames set up the canvas, and Shingo and I'll get the decoys.
Maybe we shouldn't have set our base up so close to the road. They're probably gonna be able to spot us easily.
I doubt it. We're borderline invisible behind this thing.
Anybody want a jelly sandwich?
I do. We should all eat a jelly sandwich before they get here. Eat two if you have to. We'll need the energy.
put a little mustard on mine, Shingo. I like 'em nice and zesty, 'cause I'm crazy like that.
I'm gonna have to jack the taxes up again. Why now? Why do turtles turn green when they become big turtles? Nobody knows, it just happens. Now do your job and obey me, slave.
Raised by how much this time?
20%.
20%?
Yes, 20. You give me any lip about it and I'll make it 30. I also need your opinion on a new shoe design.
A new shoe design already? It's only been a few weeks since the last change.
Calm down. It's not a mandatory change like last time. It's an exclusive model designed just for me. I'ma try to impress Maid Mary Ann with these dogs. Meet the Horseman 3020s, perfectly balanced with optional heel-pumping performance boosters. Now, do you think she'll like them or what?
Scotty, I don't think she cares about your shoes. She's already made it known to you on multiple occasions that she can't stand you. Maybe it's time to move on.
You know, you're not helping any. Did you know I outran a horse in these? Girls go crazy for athletic feats like that. And if you pump these puppies up to the max, you can literally jump over the castle. Not really, but I have tried. Twice.
You're missing the point, Scotty.
No, you're missing the point. These things are freaking awesome, and if she can't see that, then she doesn't deserve to be my husband.
Out of curiosity, how much did these things cost to manufacture? You've kind of been running the castle's finances into the ground with excessive shoe designs.
That's why I'm jacking the taxes up, dummy. And I've got a little business transaction going down this afternoon which should provide us with some serious coin. So shut the hell up.
Great. More illegal trading.
Check it out. Dragon Puffy. My men found a rich deposit just outside of town. Once people start smoking this crap and get hooked, I'll gradually jack up the prices. Cha-ching! Finance is solved. And if things keep going like this between Marianne and I'll use the extra gold to purchase her family, then hold them as slaves lest she accept my proposal.
You're sick.
I know, but it'll all be worth it once Duke Kellen arrives and pays me lots of gold for some dragon puffy. It's always beneficial to have good quality drug-dealing contacts that you can rely on. Those are your true friends in life, Billy. That's your lesson for the day.
Sir, I've intercepted another letter addressed to Maid Marianne.
Good boy. I don't like her getting mail unless it's from me. Oh, surprise, surprise. If it isn't from my man Robin Bill again. Oh, this letter's getting a little steamy. I tell you what, boys, if I ever find this mystery Romeo, I'm gonna break his legs off and use his face to butter my toast.
Once I immobilize the vehicle, we strike! Just don't let it run me over! No worries.
Freak!
Whoa!
What is it?
I think there's a dead guy in the road.
Just run him over. I got a busy schedule and I got time for dead guys.
Yes, sir. Whatever.
Ow! You okay, Rames? Sorry I missed my shots. I was aiming for the wheels.
It's okay. Do I have tire marks on my face?
Just a small one, but it's really hard to see.
Well, that's a relief.
Here, clean your brother's face off.
Okay. Come here, Ames.
Be gentle.
Let's go grab that loot.
I'm a busy man and I don't have time for this. Ouch!
You carrying some gold in this thing?
Yeah, but it's hidden in a chest underneath the back seat. You'll never find it.
Give me that necklace, boy.
Hey, you dirty skunk sniffer! Ah!
Nice, Shingo.
If you kill me, I'll tell the sheriff on you all!
Hey, you. We don't like the sheriff or his filthy friends.
What the hell are you, a chipmunky?
Die!
Ouch, a stingy little gnat!
I'm not a gnat.
Easy there. Now, Rames, would you kindly send this gentleman on his way?
It would be a pleasure, William.
Huh? What? Where are you sending me?
To hell.
Ah! Nicely done, boys. I think he's learned his lesson.
That's more than we can say for this driver. Say, Rames, rip this back seat off for me. Well, I'll be a three-armed chipmunk's cousin with rabies. Cross-eyed Frank was right. This thing is loaded. Look at all that gold.
Yeah, shiny stuff you can use to buy other shiny stuff with.
I wonder what the sheriff was planning on doing with all this.
Who cares? It's going back to the people now.
I don't see why we can't just keep a little bit for ourselves.
Yeah, me neither.
No, do not forget our purpose. If we allow ourselves to be tempted by such treasure, it would eventually skewer our intentions and render us indifferent from the sheriff himself.
He's right. Hell with that, I'm grabbing one. Ouch!
Our reward is giving back to those who need the money.
You just want to be a hero, so Maid Marianne will want to smooch you.
Not true! The hell it isn't! Eat my shoe, you filthy clown sniffer!
Ah!
Are you okay, bro? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I needed that one. I can't feel my face or nothing, but that'll fix itself in no time. Serves me right for being a little
It happens to the best of us.
Well, on a side note, I'm keeping this necklace I stole from that guy. It's got a lot of sentimental value to me.
Why? It looks kind of fruity.
I think it makes you look hot, Shingo. What? I meant I think you're helping with the ladies. Grow up, guys. Did you think I was acting all fruity? Yucky!
Man, he should have been here by now. Hey, you want to see how Chinese people pick names for their little Chinese babies?
Huh?
Ting tong ching, that's hilarious. It's a proven method, you know. All you need is a pebble and a tin roof. Consider yourself educated.
That's pretty funny.
Classic racist humor.
Whoa! Are you okay?
What the hell did I just slip on? Is that freaking dog crap on my freaking shoe?
It's okay, Scotty.
No, it's not okay. I got crap all over my Horseman 3020s. We need to get back to the castle and get these pressure cleaned immediately. Son of a b****! Jean-Claude Van Damme it! I tell you what, Billy, it takes a real classless individual to back out on an illegal drug deal like this. I'm disappointed in Duke Kellen. He has no morals.
Maybe he's just running behind schedule.
Yeah, sure. And this isn't a paste-on mustache that I'm wearing on my fat face. Man, I'm so ticked off right now I could blow off my own face with a hand cannon. This is an outrage.
Relax, Scotty. Remember what Dad always said? Temper tantrums get us nowhere fast.
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. And leave Dad out of this.
Why comes? He was a wise and righteous man.
Newsflash, Billy. Dad was a criminal, and chances are he's in hell roasting rotisserie style.
Scotty! Why would you ever say anything like that?
We grew up in caves, always running from the authorities. He told us the reason his face was on all those wanted posters was because he had perfect hair and all the women wanted him for themselves. The man was a scum, just like me. I'm not trying to fight it. I'm going to hell too, big deal. Life sucks. The sooner you learn that, the better.
Sir, my men and I found the remnants of a motorized cart. It was definitely Duke Kellen's. The driver was dead on the scene, but we've yet to locate the Duke himself.
Such a tragedy, boo-hoo. Did you recover the gold?
No, sir. The entire cab was messed over pretty bad. Using my detective skills, I can safely deduce that it was most likely a group of attack gophers and woodchucks. They probably used the classic flank strategy and took the Duke by surprise. It wouldn't shock me if your gold was buried underground in a rodent colony as we speak.
You're joking, right? Everybody knows the woods are filled with bandits.
I'm sorry, who are you again? Oh, that's right, you're just a little slave scribe. Last I checked, I was the detective, so I'll do the detecting. Thank you!
Oh, burned!
I didn't want to have to smack him down that hard, Sheriff, but he was getting belligerent.
Shut up.
Yes, sir.
First thing tomorrow, I want a search party to scour the woods. Recover that gold at any cost and do not return with excuses. Oh, and Bob, when you find the perps, I want them taken to the dungeon so I can taunt and torture them.
As you wish, sir, but I don't think we're looking for perps here, just some rodents.
Get out!
Fine!
So we got a group of funny guys out there who think they can just steal my gold, huh? That's a classic prank, I'll admit, but I'ma have the last laugh.
Here's to today's victory in the Duke's fancy wine stash. Scrumptious.
Here, here. This stuff is deliciously nutritious.
Bet you can take just one sip.
We should not play baseball in our crusters and hide at the moon.
What? Anybody ever wonder what it's like in space? Like, if you were a space goat, which planet would you live on?
I'd live on Jupiter.
Same here. I'd live on Jupiter every time.
Which one is Jupiter again?
The one that looks like a giant purple butt, right there.
Yeah, I never paid attention in school. Serves me right.
So I was thinking tomorrow we'll pay the town a visit and spread the wealth. We might encounter some of the sheriff's guards, so partying hard like this probably wasn't the best idea. But hindsight is 20/20. Live and learn.
Hey, live it up while you're young. We've got it all. Just look at us. We're kings.
Right on, brother.
Maybe we should help him. He'll be okay. He's just taking a nap. He's having fun.
Check it out, boys. Gunpowder. I found it in the Duke's cart. You dare me to throw it in the fire?
Are you sure that's smart?
Dude, lighten up.
Man, throw that right in the fire.
Okay.
A trumpet? For me? Why, thank you.
No problem. Have a nice day.
Ah!
What's wrong? Did you pee your pants or something?
I had that bunny dream again.
I was having that one where I was lost in the middle of a huge city and I couldn't find my pants anywhere. And everyone was just staring at me.
We had the same dream.
You sicko!
What? I meant the bunny dream.
Freeze! You gentlemen happen to know anything about some lost gold? You know, at first I was positive rodents stole this gold from the sheriff. It would appear I was wrong.
Rodents? What are you talking about, man?
These little guys know too much for their own good. Had to silence them because they knew all about your plans?
That was a mistake. I didn't mean to kill them.
That's what they all say. You're under arrest.
Hold it right there.
What the chipmunk? What are you supposed to be?
I'm your worst nightmare, Fletch. Merry Christmas.
Seize him! Get the chipmunk!
You heard him, and I'll kill every last mother son of you.
Ah! I'm a crack shot with this crossbow and I know karate, so try it!
Prison cart's ready to go.
Good. Take these slime balls to the dungeon. I'll report back to the sheriff. You're not gonna believe this, sir, but those bandits, the ones locked down in the dungeon, well, it's Robin Bill and his men. We found one of his love letters on them.
Oh, how the fates smile upon me. Merry Christmas, Scotwald.
Yeah, and you're gonna love this letter. It's not quite finished yet, but it's steamier than the last one.
Don't read his mail, you pervert. Just take me to the dungeon so I can humiliate him.
Well, this sucks. I told you why we built our fort too close to the road.
Now let's not play the blame game. Shingo accidentally knocked the camouflage screen down last night and forgot to put it back up. We were totally exposed.
Shut up! Bill, come on, tell him it's not my fault. Bill? You going all psycho?
No, just thinking. I got us into this mess because I wanted to be a hero.
You were right, Shingo. I was trying to get Maid Marianne's attention. That wasn't my entire motivation. I do very much want to save the people, but how can I do that when I'm such a sucky leader and marksman? Some hero I turned out to be. The tyrant is free while I'm sitting in a dungeon, and the woman I love doesn't even know I exist.
Wow, what a loser.
Shut up, Rames!
Why don't you come over here and make me hot stuff?
That's it! I've had it with your gayness!
Bring it!
Enough of that! Sit down before I stab you all with rusty pitchforks! And that's not a joke! You'll die from hypothermia!
Hypothermia is when your body temperature drops below average, jackass. The word you're looking for is hypoglycemia.
Man, they're both retarded.
Shut your face! Robin Bill, I presume?
Excuse me? I'm Sir Rames. He's Robin Bell.
Ah, so we finally meet.
I know of you, but how do you know who I am?
Seems we have similar taste in women, Mr. Heartthrob. You're a pretty good writer. Quite the romantic, it would seem. It's a shame she's never read any of your letters, though, let alone heard of your worthless name.
So that's why she never writes me back. You keep stealing her mail!
Nice detective work, clown. Now listen up. I got a date with like 5 hot women tonight, so I'm gonna keep this short and to the point. Tomorrow at noon, I'm gonna have each and every one of you beheaded for stealing my gold. However, I'll be saving Romeo here for last. I'm gonna have like 4 guys cut your head off at once. And I'm gonna be right in the front row when it happens, laughing and taunting you and all that stuff. It's gonna be the highlight of my day for sure.
Man, you're disgusting!
Hey, I'm just trying to impress my bride-to-be before my wedding ceremony tomorrow. Women love acts of mindless violence, and Maid Marianne deserves only the best.
The hell you marrying her? She's too good for you, scumbag!
Apparently, you didn't see any of my flyers around town when the guards brought you in.
That would have been pretty hard, sir. We put bags on their heads and knocked them out with clubs. I'm pretty sure they were unconscious the whole way here.
Well, just so you know, Maid Marianne and I are getting married tomorrow. So, I dare you to try and stop it. Oh, that's right, you can't, because your head's gonna get chopped off.
Oh, that's good stuff, Mr. Sheriff. You crack me up, you know that? You are hilarious. I swear, it's not just because I'm trying to keep my job or anything. You are just naturally funny, you know?
Just shut up, Bob. I'm sick and tired of you. Shut up.
Sorry, bro. I know she meant a lot to you and all, but this execution thing's gonna kinda put a damper on your plans to spend eternity with her and stuff.
And I'm sorry I called you a loser, Bill. You're like the bravest, most noble guy I know. I'm just all emotional and stuff, being locked up and whatnot.
Sorry to inform the sheriff, but I won't be at his gay little party tomorrow. I'll be too busy killing his face. Man, he's ticked. What's he doing? Bill, what are you doing? He's using unbelievable super strength to break free. Ah, my back. Well, it was a good try, I guess, but we're dead men. Tough break.
Bill, were you trying to do this?
Why didn't you do that earlier?
I don't know.
Forget what I said earlier, man. I was acting like a whiny little diaper baby. Now let's go show that tyrant of a sheriff that we don't cotton to folks like him around here. That's a nice hat, homo. In fact, it looks just like one that was stolen from me.
This is gonna hurt. I promise.
Robin punch! Wasn't needing this anymore! Robin kill!
And Robin Bill's anger filled up in his head as his passion burned brighter for Maid Marianne. For love and for freedom, the brave men fought well and sent those corrupt dungeon guards straight to hell. Right. Do you like poetry? So the four brave friends sneaked out of the dungeon past the other helpless prisoners about to be beheaded. Through the pond filled with alligators and naked mermaids, under the rotting bridge where troll drug lords sell medicinal herbs to rich white politicians. Onwards through France, where lonely women wait for the sailors to come into port. Well, they're still waiting to be noticed. Now they've turned back around it and sneaketh back into towneth. Look at those four friends doing something. What are they doing? What are they planning? Plan, friends, plan. They're going to kill that sheriff. Oh no, friends, don't hop on sheriff. Bill's shoes are too tight and his socks are too long. One bill, two bills. Electric bill, old bill. Millions of bills playing on drums. Squanto here's a white. Run, Squanto. The whites want to repay you for your hospitality by taking your land away. There's a crackhead in my pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear these at the wedding tomorrow.
What wedding? She said she's not marrying you. What makes you think she's gonna change her mind?
You're looking at the reason why.
Well, you know what? Don't be disappointed if the bride doesn't show. I just hope you didn't tell too many people that it was official.
Be there tomorrow noon, town square. Hey, be there tomorrow noon, town square.
I'm not coming to this.
Reality check. It wasn't an invitation. It's mandatory, you bald eagle.
Yeah, well here's what I think of your stupid wedding! Ain't that you, fairy?
Hey, get back here, you ungrateful hairless pleb! I'ma find you and I'ma kill you! Whoa, be there tomorrow in case my bride doesn't show. Worst case scenario, she doesn't show up, so I kill her and marry somebody else. Big friggin' deal.
Man, you frusticate me so bad sometimes.
What the hell does frusticate mean?
Pardon the intrusion, sir, but the prisoners have escaped!
The hell?
I'm just as clueless as you are. Maybe it was that big orange guy.
I don't care how they escaped. Go find them, now, before I shoot you! Crap! Those fruitcakes gonna try to ruin my wedding. Suck this, world!
Well, maybe they'll just leave and they won't come back.
Are you retarded or something? You know what? Don't answer that. Go stand in the corner because I don't have time for your stupidity right now.
For serious?
Go stand in the corner! What?
Message for you, sir. Maid Marianne says she won't be attending your wedding because she despises you. She also told me to tell you that she'd rather drown in the bath she's taking now than be your bride.
Thank you. So she thinks she can just diss me like this, huh?
Scotty, calm down. You'll find someone else.
She really taking a bath?
Scotty, don't!
Unbelievable. The pervert put a curtain up. There is no decency in this world. What the butts?
You shouldn't spy on a lady taking a bath. That's not proper.
Howdy there, Sheriff.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. Ouch! Keep your damn chipmunk on a leash.
My, how the tables have turned, eh, Sheriff? What should we do to him, boys?
Let's make him sniff my dirty sack. Then we'll shove rice in his ears and stab his legs with lead pencils. I say we kill him.
Please don't kill him. I know he's corrupt, but he's still my brother.
He speaks the truth. Spare me and kill him if you need to.
Scotty!
You disgust me.
Freeze! Drop the sheriff and his brother and slowly back up so we can shoot you.
Well, that doesn't give us much incentive to let him go now, does it?
Then put them down and we won't shoot you?
Now I don't believe you.
Back away or he dies! And that's a hate crime on your part, mister, because he's yellow and the rest of us is white. Except for that guy right there. He's not white.
I am white, orangish, and if you kill that little yellow man, I'll kill Shingo. What? Shh, it's a trick.
A battle of wits, huh? It's a shame you came unprepared, you trash. Confuzzled? What you gonna do if I pull this trigger?
I don't know, get away scot-free?
Yeah, dude, I'm at a loss.
I'm not surprised, you unintelligent efforts.
Bob, what the hell are you doing? Shoot everybody but me.
No need for such violence. Let's just all play the game where we lower our weapons like so. Nice and slow. Ninja shot!
I think you can pretty much paint the rest of the picture yourself. King Nedward the Brave was killed in the Battle of Leprechaun Hill, leaving the kingdom to Billy, who would assume the role of leader after Scottwald was sent away to the medical center after being wounded by some stray arrows that fateful night. Billy would abolish all taxes and allowed anyone to wear the shoes they chose. He even went on to marry none other than Maid Marianne. Seems they had been exchanging love letters behind Scottwald's back the entire time. They went on to have 43 children by the time they were the age of 30. They also adopted a 37-year-old pirate son named Block, who would later stab Billy to death in his sleep. Scottwald, on the other hand, took weeks to recover from his wounds, but during that time he met a nurse with the prettiest eyes he'd ever seen. And after fully recovering, they both schemed together and started up an empire much more profitable than Shadowfing, a pharmaceutical company prescribing harmful drugs for almost every ailment imaginable. As for Robinbill and his companions, they were taken to a new and improved cell within the dungeon that night, but were released the next day when Billy took over as the leader. Upon being rejected by Maid Marianne immediately after his release, Robinbill turned his attention to fighting crime, or trying to, that is. With his friends still by his side, they made the perfect team of vigilante rejects. Occasionally they stopped a petty crime, but mostly they failed to bring anyone to justice. Bob the cop accidentally shot himself in the standoff that happened that night. Cross-eyed Frank is still cross-eyed, and Jeff the hobo, who was not in this story, is still on the streets begging for food. Merry Christmas and good night.